James Opoku, Member of Parliament for the people of Mpraeso, on the unlawful ministerial interference in the enforcement actions of the Minister for Communications on the National Communications Authority. Mr. Speaker, the maker of the statement makes reference to the act that established the National Communications Authority. And like many acts, Mr. Speaker, there is place for ministerial authority and supervision. Now, what those acts do, including this particular act of the NCA, is to give powers to the minister to make policy directives and interventions to enhance the work of the NCA. Mr. Speaker, no room is created for the minister to interfere in operational matters as far as the NCA Act is concerned. What we are seeing today, Mr. Speaker, is an overzealous minister who has moved beyond the policy direction by the minister and the ministry and is now dabbling in palpable frivolities. Mr. Speaker, the minister has decided to move beyond the policy directions to now direct that directors of the NCA proceed on leave. Mr. Speaker, he is also requesting for CVs of directors and staff of the NCA. Now, if ministers go beyond the policy directives and now go all the way to the staff, Mr. Speaker, then the NCA has to pack bag and baggage and go and sit at the Ministry of Communications so that the minister will run the ministry and run the NCA, run GIFEC, run NITA, run all the agencies. Now, this is not properly situated within the meaning of what we call constitutionalism. Government according to predetermined rules. The rules are there. The minister has set his own rules and is running amok. Mr. Speaker, the Minister for Communication must be called to order. Immediately so. Now, this is a minister, when he was on this side of the aisle, and some radio stations were directed to be closed down by the NCA and not the minister. Mr. Speaker, the minister who was then deputy ranking for communications, and I was a member of the communications committee, who summoned the minister. And we requested the minister to direct NCA. All manner of things took place in this house, in this hallowed chamber at the committee level, and then the press conferences that he was holding. How can that same person transmogrify himself from a defender now to the adversary? Mr. Speaker, did we reset to do things worse than they happened before? What was the essence of reset? We said we should reset in order to do things right. Now, where does the minister derive his power to ask the radio stations to be closed down when the powers that he has under the NCA Act do not come anywhere close to what he's doing? So, Mr. Speaker, what the minister is doing is to probably later on request that every promotion that will take place at NCA must be brought to the minister for him to authorize before. Even staff salaries would have to be sent to the minister for him to pay. Mr. Speaker, it looks like we have an Idi Amin in the making. We have an Idi Amin in the making. This House will not watch for an Idi Amin to emerge at the Ministry of Communication. And we are sending the signal to the Minister for Communications to relax. To relax. The exuberance is getting too much.
Hold on. Yes, leader. Yes.
Mr. Speaker, I like Idi Amin. He's a nice guy. But where Idi Amin is painted as a dictator, and then a minister of state is likened to Idi Amin, it becomes an inappropriate referral of the minister. So I beg you, you can make your point without alleging that an Idi Amin is emerging at the Ministry of Communication. I'm just happy that he's admitting that this is not the first time a radio station is being shut down, and that even when the NPP was in office, radio stations were being shut down. But please, don't refer to the minister as Idi Amin.
Yes, Mr. Speaker,
member.
the leader of the House is the one who is putting words in my mouth. I never mentioned a dictator. I said Idi Amin probably because of their body size. I'm making reference to, so there could be similarities in the two of them. I haven't said he's a dictator. So, Mr. Speaker.
Hold on again. Yeah, Minister.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I think that he ought to apologize to our colleague who is not here. To body shame him is completely unacceptable. How would you take it if you say you are as short as Nanado? How would you feel? No, how would you? You see, someone is rising up. Mr. Speaker, someone is rising up. And that is the reason why you shouldn't body shame him. And I think that you should do the needful. The list that is, well, he's not here. I will. Hold on. If you feel offended because I describe you to be as short as Nanado, I sincerely apologize and withdraw. So will you do the needful?
Honorable Mutala. Please.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Hold on. You get up.
Mr. Speaker.
Yes, take off that reference.
I've withdrawn. He asked me whether I would do the needful, and I said that if he feels offended, I withdraw entirely. So I expect him to do the same.
Okay.
I expect him to do the same.
Well. Honorable Tampuli, please.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker.
Do away with that. The body sizing, I don't think.
Mr. Speaker.
It will be offensive. It will be offensive. So you.
Mr. Speaker, very often you find some matters are presented to the public in what you would describe as sheep in wolf skin. All right? Mr. Speaker, in this particular case, the actions of the minister comes in as a wolf as it is.
Honorable.
It's an act that is an affront,
honorable members,
to the Constitution of the Republic of Ghana.
Honorable member,
it is an action
what is that?
Contaminates. Mr. Speaker, what the minister did.
Honorable Tampuli.
What the minister did.
Honorable Tampuli, are you listening to me? Please withdraw that.
Mr. Speaker, I concede.
Honorable members, why?
Mr. Speaker, I offer my concession.
Well.
I offer my concession. Mr. Speaker.
Why? I have asked him to withdraw that statement. Please withdraw that statement. We withdraw it effectively.
Mr. Speaker, we didn't hear the word withdraw. He's used some strange word called concession. We don't know anything about concession.
Honorable,
you'll be asked to withdraw, so you withdraw.
Well. Honorable, please withdraw. Let's have.
Mr. Speaker, the Honorable Majority Leader, sometime in 2007.
I am asking you to withdraw, please.
Mr. Speaker, I will do the needful. Mr. Speaker, I will do the needful. I just want to lay a foundation. Allow. Mr. Speaker, sometime in 2007, the Honorable Majority Leader was brought to the law school by his good friend, Professor Raymond Atuguba, to teach me. Incidentally, he taught me lawmaking process that day. So even if I won't withdraw, but for the fact that he has intervened, Mr. Speaker, I will withdraw because of him. I will withdraw, not because of you. Mr. Speaker, the action of the Minister for Communications. Mr. Speaker, the action of the Minister for Communications, if allowed to stand, is going to set a very bad precedent. And one day, when the tables turn, which it will turn in 2028, Mr. Speaker, they are likely to face the wrath of another minister from our side who is likely to do the same thing. So this act, Mr. Speaker, it violates and contaminates the Constitution. It contaminates the NCA Act and other extant laws of the Republic of Ghana. And Mr. Speaker, I endorse the recommendations that have been made by the Member of Parliament from Price. So I thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Well.